All right, guys. So this is day 8 of teaching you how to make money online with marketing itself. Kind of a different setting. I'm with Alex today. So yeah, one of my friends, we've been working a lot together, business, a lot of things going on. Kind of a different setting. I did it halftime, and it's a bit noisy. We're in a cafe. Try our best to kind of deliver good audio, but today's kind of different. Alex has been doing a lot of stuff, the agency space, marketing space, and sales space, and he's going to give you guys tips on how he actually landed some gigs and how he's able to actually get it to sell. So let's get right into it. So, kind of quick background on yourself, so kind of people know.
Yeah, so just to be super brief, like little background on me. First of all, hi, kind of where it all started was about a year and a bit ago when I first found out about the uh, marketing agency model. That's what kind of introduced me like the online make money online business world.
Yeah.
That I was committed to that. I was trying to make it work. I actually did make it work. I did have some setbacks, but I managed to get it work. Get the same clients. That was actually a big mindset shift. Being able to make your first dollar.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That changed everything. So for everyone watching, until you make that first dollar, you're not gonna subconsciously believe that you can actually make more dollars. So you just have to push enough until you make that first one, and then you have the momentum to keep going. So after that, you do some change, in personal goals. I decided that it's better for me in the short term to focus on mastering the skill of sales because that's the skill of sales is the most important skill anyone can possess. So that's why I decided to transition into high ticket sales. I did have my experience from running my own in a marketing agency, but it wasn't the most extensive one. So it still was a bit hard, like to land the gig. So yeah, that's kind of like the background and where I'm at right
Well, what did you sell specifically? I think people might.
now. For the agency, right?
Yeah.
So I was working with remodeling companies, remodeling construction, interior design companies, basically helping them with client acquisition, lead generation, selling, 1 to 2K packages. And yeah, that's what I was doing, talking to blue collar workers on the phone, just so they're shouting at you, hacking out. It was tough, but it was fun at the same time.
You know what I found super interesting about our group of friends is that we kind of all did the same marketing agency model. We made it work all at the same time in different niches. And then we kind of all transitioned to sell at the same time as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, like let's kind of ask this: what got you into sell? It kind of gave us a background about yourself. What really was the mindset shift, or what made you decide to get it?
Yeah, so as I said before, like sales is it's like the skill. I see it as a university diploma, right? So how some people look at the diploma where you're like, okay, I have this. Anytime something happens, I can always get a job, make a living.
Yeah.
I see sales as the same thing, right? If you have the skill of sales, like no one can take away that skill from you. You can uplearn a diploma, like who knows? Maybe like something happens at particular university, you lose all credibility, right? So yeah, with the skill of sales, right? You end up, homeless in, I don't know, in Germany. You can start selling something and make some money. So that's how I saw it. And what really made the mindset shift is kind of letting go of that ego of being the business owner and right, I'm not gonna be an employee, right? All this matrix stuff. But the thing is, it's not the same sales. It's kind of, although you're technically an employee, it's a bit different than to be working like a normal type of fixed income job. Like sales is is the closest thing you can be to actually not being the business owner. It's like the closest thing because of that high earnings.
Yeah, like they have high leverage, and there's no risk because you're not.
Right. Exactly.
So this is the part that you guys are most eager to know about. So actually, Alice is when you started getting into sales, landed a few gigs, kind of went all in, outreach, everything, courses. So I guess for the people watching, what would be the most useful tips and resources you have used to get those gigs, as et cetera, as a
Yeah. So the first of all, what anyone has to do is actually it's find someone that has done it before and do exactly what they said and what they actually did. For me, it was Paul Gordon. He was the person that I followed. I looked at his resources. He's a high ticket, paid material. Sorry, low ticket paid material. Yeah. And yeah, just follow that to a T. Because if you try to get to an outcome, you have to find someone that already got to that outcome and follow the exact steps. And then after that, like the thing that, you know, like, chase it all for me and actually, make me think that, okay, I can do this is actually having the confidence. When you have no experience or no extensive experience that you can show up when talking to someone, you have to genuinely believe that you're going to crush it and like convince them to give you a chance. Right. So, for example, for one of the current closer roles that I'm trying to get, I had, a group interview and, uh, I gave my answers there and the guy actually selected me for 101. Before going to the 101, I knew like what's gonna count, right? He's gonna ask me extensively about my background, and it's not gonna be the most, the best track record because, other people definitely have the better track records than mine. So I prepared. I knew exactly what I was gonna say when the question came, like, why should I even give you a chance, right? And that's where you pull out the confidence that I spoke years ago. Saying, look, I may not have the most extensive track record, and maybe from other candidates that talk with, but what I do have is an extreme work ethic. I'm passionate, I'm honest, and I've invested into myself at the end of the day, master and learn this skill. At the end of the day, if you give me a chance to prove to you that I can actually execute like me, I guarantee that you won't be disappointed. You say that with the straightest face you've ever had, with the most confidence you've ever had, and it worked. I mean, I was even surprised that it worked. Right? He let me, pass to the next step and actually try and do the mock calls. So confidence, because people at the end of the day, they're they're gonna look more for a culture fit. I mean, yeah, the experience is before like, but the culture fit. If you if they see that you're positive, you show up on time. It's what like Eddie Tate says. Like he says that uh, you cannot be like an honest, hardworking man that shows up and gives a firm handshake and not succeed. It's exactly that. You show up, you have positive attitude, confidence, and you like definitely find an opportunity. Maybe not on the first try, but you can definitely find it.
Yeah, that's very insightful. And I keep telling you guys, like most recruiters, most companies, creators, they want your skills, right? But if they see that you're hungry, that you know you're going to succeed, willing to invest in yourself, like they're still going to work with you because that, like, if they have to train you like for a week or two or even a month, it's still more valuable than a guy that have all the skills but fucking really
Yeah.
that's very definitely very fast. And then I guess one last question that is going to be very useful for you guys is kind of in this journey of like transitioning from agency to get into sales and looking at different gigs, what have been like the biggest setbacks or the biggest obstacles into getting and landing a job?
I mean, look, the biggest obstacles, they're always going to be within yourself. There's a famous quote. I'm not sure where I heard it, but it goes something like this: "If there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm." So always the biggest setback is gonna come from inside you. For me, what it was is actually having like limiting beliefs, actually not being with myself enough. And what happened as a result of that is actually aim for lower positions, for example, appointment setting positions where I do actually have the skill set and the confidence and the drive to actually go for a closing hit, right? So that kind of delayed me actually looking for a position that I ultimately want to get at. So I think the biggest obstacle here was just getting rid of those.
That it always comes from your mindset, how you are with it. And it's even something I deal with. I was talking to you about it. You can have a very successful business, a very successful career, but when doubts come in, when you start feeling like, is this really going to work?
And you go into a spiral.
Yeah, that's the worst. But anyway, man, I hope this video was insightful for you guys. A lot of resources, a lot of tips from Alex's and his journey. So you guys, if you have any questions, drop it in the comments. I'll be reviewing it for the next videos. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for a date. Thank you guys.